So, Stefan, the Addams Family. Does it hold a special place in your heart?
Well,
Would you say that's fair to say?
There were 3 movies and
there were
a
3
wonderful
movies.
TV show.
I know
If
of
I'm
2.
not mistaken.
I'm a fan of 2 of the movie. The third one I thought was not as good with Tim Curry and all that stuff back in the day. But no, those are classics, right? We have Christina Ricci. We have what's his name? Everybody in there.
True
Christopher
classic.
Lloyd. Yes, no. They're like everybody in the cast, like Raul Julia is whatever,
Yes.
right? Everybody, what's her name? All that
M.
stuff.
Bison
Always
himself.
good.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
I know, and he's so classic. So like having him, die like a chump, and then have to have Tim Curry come in, I was like, this is awful. Now I'm out.
Having him die like a chump. You say like it's scripted.
I think it was a poor choice on his part.
Well,
I think the writers should have offered him more money
What did he
to
have,
stay
colon
on.
cancer or
I don't. It is tragic his passing or whatever.
he was
sure.
really good. I liked him a lot.
I was a huge fan of his. Yes.
Yeah.
So he kind of like those movies. That's what made the Addams Family for me.
Yes.
There was an old TV show. You just mentioned a cartoon.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together rookie, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum where people come to see them.
Yes,
That's
there was
been
a
around
cartoon
there,
show in the
which I
90s,
never watched. Yeah, so I don't know if any of the same
which had a
people or
much
whatever,
better
but-
animation style than the current computer
Okay.
animated.
So that's where we're
trail
getting
is out
to.
now.
Is that really as tight as you can make it?
Hello.
Wednesday. What do you have there?
I'm not sure.
There's usually a murderous clown attached to the other end of these.
They've now released something new.
Yes.
Something new to whet the appetites of the insatiable Addams Family fans.
I gotta say, I'm not looking forward to a lot of this. Certain characters I think are animated in an interesting way that I'm like, oh, okay, I like what's happening here. I like the overall tone. But then other characters, I'm like, you don't seem to fit into this world.
It's all so different.
Well, so the biggest issue for me is that Gomez, I think they should just keep copying Raul Julia and like getting people to do an impression of him. I think he perfectly, Caramilla, he had like a perfect way of like doing it, in my opinion.
Yes.
And this is like a short, fat guy who sucks.
Well, I if I'm not mistaken, I think Addams Family originally started out as a comic in the newspaper, and I think these are more accurately looking like those characters.
Stop it. What are you doing?
If I'm not mistaken. And I
maybe,
often am.
Maybe it's a Wizard of Oz thing, and they own the rights to that, but not a right to the other movies, and they have to make it distinct or whatever.
I don't know. It's certainly possible.
That makes sense. If this is what the comics looked like,
Yeah.
that may explain this situation that we're in right now.
A little bit of trivia. Did you know like the original Addams Family house is not too far from here?
No, what?
Yeah.
No.
So not from the movies. The house that everything was based off of is this house. So it's called the
Oh.
Addams Family house, and that is in Westfield, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far from here.
Right next to the Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah. Not as impressive as you'd think.
The Addams Family house?
Yeah.
Okay. I picture wrought iron and like dark and bats flying out. Is that?
No.
No.
And
They painted
maybe it was years ago.
They painted it pink. Is that what happened? What happened?
It just looks like I'm like, oh, that's a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I can find a picture, I'll throw it in there.
Getting back to the matter at hand, there's a new trailer. Things do seem different. Lurch seems like a zombie
Thank you, old boy. Lead the way.
Yes.
instead of just a large, quiet man, right? The voice actors always throw me, but like I said, I literally just want Christina Ricci and all the exact same people.
It would be
from the
something to
original.
have.
But, this is for kids, and we know that, right? But we were going to evaluate it like, do I sign off on this for the kids, right?
If you pull the Addams Family out of this, like just the world you're seeing and the animation style there is, I think everything there is kind of interesting.
Welcome to the neighborhood. What an interesting home. Fire in the hole!
Okay.
And I just have a problem with the actual Addams Family themselves. And the jokes are clearly for children.
Yuck. I've done this thousands of times.
This is a revamped, aiming for 7 and 9 year olds, something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if I was that age, I'd be like, dude, that looks great. And I'm sure they put a lot of money into it. The animation looks smooth.
People are monsters. They'll ruin in the neighborhood. Hey, neighbor. What I do?
Everything looks, as far as a technical aspect, this looks like a very well-produced,
quality product.
Because you see some nowadays, you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
But then some come out that look amazing and they bomb dramatically. Like, I think one of the biggest losses of recent years is that Link movie or Missing Link, whatever that was called. Remember that animation movie?
Oh, the Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Smallfoot, Littlefoot.
No.
Smallfoot?
No.
Bigfoot.
The one that was like, that looked like it was the Darjeeling Limited, but it was a like Missing Link guy. He was like kind of pink, looked apish.
Oh, okay.
I think it was called Link or Missing Link.
Okay.
I don't know because it was such a flop. I didn't see the name.
But it was snatched from our memories as well as everyone's.
I think they lost $100 million something on that.
Wow. Okay, so they're putting a lot of money into these things sometimes, and sometimes
these take a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of money to make things look good, especially if you have a interesting look.
Excuse me. Hi. You can speak. Yes, and I write as well.
Yeah. Which like that one looked more like clayish kind of style, and this is a fellow like an interesting look. It's not like this doesn't typically look like a Toy Story type of a. It has a cool style.
What a lovely morning.
But it is a flop of a execution for me.
Yeah, is it mostly like, oh, dude, like look what you did to my Addams family. You massacred them.
I can't hide that.
Yeah.
Like I can't really take myself out of this is what the Addams Family are to me. But if I look at every rendition of the Addams Family so far, I hate this.
Huxley, don't drink it all. This gentleman wants some too. What a nervous man.
The only thing I would probably hate more is if they tried to make a live action one again, because that.
What if it was good?
Stop it. I can't see it.
It being good. Sure, I'm in that same kind of boat. I'm always open to something being good, but then I'm always like, it's not.
You know,
and then it's like, I'm an old man. I don't know right. I don't know. Right?
I was going to lean into it.
I'm going to think it's
being an old man in quotes is the problem with taking over properties now, because when we watch something, we're like, oh, this star and that star and blah blah. But because we're old now, all the stars we like are old now, and like there's not like young kid stars and this and that. There's no one that jumps out for me, so everything feels like it's like is this a parody that MTV made of that show? Am I watching Mad TV? Is this an expensive pornography film that is designed to look like you know?
Is this Robot Chicken or expensive pornography? I can't tell.
You know, like when you see these new versions of things, like when they remade all the Scooby Doos and stuff, like not even the latest one, like not even the one you're thinking of, probably with Freddie Prinze Jr.
No. Yo, the biatch was like, what? And I was like, later on, Fred. What up, dog? And dog.
Those are there's.
Then they made.
I assume you're saying there's new ones after that.
Yes.
What? When I slap myself in the face.
We did it!
You think that changes anything? I'm still the only one getting out of here!
Two?
Yeah, when they were younger in high school.
2 slaps?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Was it good? It was fine, actually.
Oh.
I'll say it was okay. It was fine. But when you look at it at face value, if you were to watch the trailer, you're like, is this a parody of Scooby Doo? Because you're like, when you don't have an association with things, there's 2 ways you can take that. Either you're like, oh, that is Fred for me, that is Scooby, that is the character, because I have no association with this character. That's who they are. And the next thing I see him, I'm like, that's Fred, dude. Or there's, who the fuck is that trying to be Fred? You know?
Yeah. Well, I think for us too, like you see Sarah Michelle Gellar, Matthew Lillard, and certain people, and then we were like, I want to check out this movie.
Yes, that's the whole stars aspect.
I used to watch Scooby Doo when I was a baby, and then you like get into it that way. But then it kind of locks you into that. Yeah. And if they make a new one, you're like, who is this? And I can't even name young stars as a joke that would be in the fake Scooby Doo movie in my head because I don't know who's hot right now.
Machine Gun Kelly playing Fred.
Machine Gun Kelly, yeah. Oh, is Jessica Simpson going to be in this? Yeah, I have no idea.
She's old now.
No, that's like 30 years ago. That's what I'm talking about. Is I have no.
Ariana Grande is playing Thelma.
Vanessa Hudgens. Who's this?
I think she's also old now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like even like
you're too old. You can't even fake it.
No, because I don't. Why would I know about some Instagram model who's now an actress who everyone wants to be in their movie? I have no idea.
I don't know. You know what?
I'm sure she exists.
Grave store? Can I have a grave?
Order 2 graves. You're in the exact same situation.
Get them a double wide.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're old. We're gonna die.
No, we are. That's what I'm saying. So, like, you didn't encounter with young people of your own or something.
I
like
did!
That. Who? What do you mean?
I said Machine Gun Kelly.
I know Machine Gun Kelly. He's a rapist.
He's still a younger person.
Still, but that's your young actor of the up-and-coming things or whatever?
Yeah, he's actually an up-and-coming actor.
I saw him in like one thing, and he barely did anything. I thought he was bad.
He's been in like 7 movies in the last 2 years, I think.
Enjoy your life. Yes.
Yeah, some of them are actually pretty good.
Okay.
He was in a zombie movie that the name escapes me, but I was pretty shocked with it. It wasn't his involvement like he had in fake bird blind fucking video. What the hell was that called? Bird Box?
Bird Box.
Yeah,
He was in Bird Box.
Yeah, I was thinking of
I remember being like, is that Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh shit, he spotted me and he left the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh great, fine, whatever, yes.
That's still if you're him though, that's a good pull. You're like,
sure.
I'm in a Sandra Bullock movie.
It's
bitch.
good for him, yes. But I know about him anyway. I would already know. That's like Riff Raff being in a movie. I'm like, yes.
Oh.
Now we're talking. Okay, Addams Family with Riff Raff. Oh yeah.
Honestly, he's tall. He could be a really fun lurch.
He could play every character. He plays all the characters.
If I had money, I'd make a movie that is just Riff Raff playing every character.
Just like indie rappers playing all the Addams Family. Yeah.
Ooh. Is Celebrity Deathmatch coming back again? Let's do Riff Raff versus Riff Raff, and it's from Rocky Horror and actual.
This Riff Raff versus that Riff Raff? Okay, don't cut that out. We need that for later, yes.
Save that.
Magenta, Columbia, and then, Neon Icon comes in, this whole thing. Oh my god, it's amazing. Okay.
All this conversation, honestly, is probably more fun than I would have watching this new
It looks,
version of the Addams Family.
Time to wake the children.
To me, the animation looks fine. It kind of reminds me. I actually saw Ferdinand through some weird chain of events or whatever. So like, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit in a way.
The thing Ferdinand has going for it though is you don't have a childhood Ferdinand. You're like, this is just copying my Bull movie. Exactly. This son of a bitch.
This like fake, more like Ferdinand. Yeah, exactly.
But you can understand why if you're going to be putting like $100 million into a project, you having the leg up of name recognition, even if people are just going to shit on it. Like something I didn't for being such a flop. Did the all-female cast block the Ghostbusters? Did it make money? Do you recall?
I think so. And it wasn't even. I'm not even sure that it was a flop. I don't know at all.
It was just critically panned.
It was just controversial, right? I think all those other like The Last Jedi made money. All these different things.
Oh, if you put Star Wars, if they called it Star Wars Ghostbusters.
Well, now we're talking. Like, I think Sonic will still do fine.
That's my point, is that you have this name recognition. It's kind of like a safety net where you're not going to not make money. You might not revolutionize anything or set any records, but you're going to okay, this is kind of a safe bet. We might make $10 million, but we're still making $10 million.
I would still like them to make it good, though.
Oh, of course.
I always have that
but
thing
nowadays,
where I'm like, I know,
it's so rare to make things good.
Sure.
On a big blockbuster
That's something an old man would say.
No, but it's a fact. It's really it's how the system worked, because they can't take the risk. You can't put on. You need these middle tier movies, but they don't really put a lot of those in the theaters anymore.
And it only has to be as good as it has to be. Because if you waste time making that one any better, there's serious diminishing returns. Because you got the butts, in the seats opening weekend. Who cares if it's any good? They might talk about it.
Why not just pay $10 million on a trailer
start a whole
and then just make a shitty movie?
Yeah. Just go for it.
Yeah, when you can make an Annabelle that makes fucking everything for no budget, why would you have a big creature?
Yeah, why would you invest in a large
and like
in a large thing that makes sense?
I can't argue with that. Like,
Capitalism,
but there should
baby.
be people that have okay, I don't care about making $1 billion. I have a passion to make things that are good and just.
Yeah, that should be how it works, as you say. Like, okay, everyone compete, submit your scripts for Addams Family, and we'll pick the one. And then a guy sends in a thing where it's him at the Shire, and he's auditioning, and they go, oh, we have to pick him as our Frodo. And they go into this whole thing.
Yeah.
But whatever. We don't like this, obviously.
No.
But I didn't really expect to really like it, love it, or whatever. But I'm kind of like, blech, whatever.
Yeah.
Cousin, it's tiny.
Cousin, it is very tiny.
What are you doing?
Cousin, you made it!
And they play 2 songs that are like super out of character for the tone of what's happening.
And like drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
That is a serious old man cut of like the rap world. That's super dumb.
Well, because it's old. Look how long his beard is.
Exactly. He's showing now.
Makes sense.
Should be gray though.
He looks like one of those tiny shit, like a Buffon dog, or what the fuck is it called? He's so small.
Yeah.
That's not a real dog. I made that name up.
No, but I know what you mean. The little dog from like the cartoon where it can't see and goes, keeps doing this one or whatever.
I was thinking even smaller than that. Like the ones where like it's like his legs are so long and so small they can't even walk. You have to carry them.
Yeah.
Like a Paris Hilton long hair style dog.
Just put them in the backpack that has a little porthole in it.
Shih Tzu or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck this movie.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. All right, guys, that's our thoughts on this. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.